Happy Monday morning and a belated Happy Mother's Day to all you mommies out there, which is probably two of you in my audience. Anyway, let's just get the politics shit out of the way here first in the Monday morning video. The GOP, Paul Ryan, Donald Trump, civil war brewing. Oh my God, do I love a shit show. And this is a shit show. I love demise. I love chaos. And I love sitting back and watching it when none of it has anything to do with me. I know you'd be like, well, Donald Trump's going to get in and nuke things, and you're not going to be saying, you know, you don't care about it when North Korean missiles are landing in your back. Okay, shut up. Anyway, I'm just sitting back and enjoying this show here because there is a civil war in the GOP, and they have no one to blame but themselves. This is the first time in my 87 years of existence on this planet. A lot of people just went, what? Anyways, that I've seen a clear-cut candidate for one of the two major parties in America win fair and square. I know there's still a few more elections left, but Donald Trump's going to win the GOP nomination fair and square here. And the party is split behind him. And they're still split behind him. Like, I could understand the split when Cruz and Kasich were still in there. It's like, okay, we can't back Trump yet. There's still a chance. There's still a minuscule chance that Ted Cruz and his super hyper, overly ridiculous conservative ways are going to win over the Republican Party nomination. But that didn't happen. And now guys like Paul Ryan are still not backing Trump. There's many elites in the top of the Republican Party that are still not backing Donald Trump. It's like, do you want your party to exist or do you want to self-suicide? Because that is what the GOP is doing right now. And I'm just sitting back going, this is beautiful. Granted, I don't have a dog in this race in either side. I really don't care for the candidates this time around. Do I like Sanders above everyone else? Yeah, sure, but that's not saying like I overly am doing backflips for him. But this whole shit with Paul Ryan, and it's sad that I'm watching the news this morning, and you know they're showing what Donald Trump has said to Paul Ryan, what Paul Ryan has said to Donald Trump, and just the back and forth. And then when I hear Sarah Palin give her side of it, and I go, holy shit, Sarah Palin made the most sense. I never thought Sarah Palin and making sense would ever come out of my mouth in the same sentence. Like, that's how ridiculous this is that Sarah Palin is making sense in that she's saying, well, you know, Paul Ryan is being a fool. He's going to ruin his chances for ever getting reelected. He's going to ruin his chances of ever again becoming head of the RNC. Just a number of things. And I'm like, she's right. She's absolutely right. And another thing that she said that stands out above everything else is that Paul Ryan is denying the will of the people. Exactly, Sarah, exactly. Holy shit, I'm condoning something Sarah Palin has said. I know, I'm speechless, as you are. And it's true. I mean, the will of the people in the far majority have voted for Donald Trump. Maybe not a far majority, maybe that's a bit stretching, but in the majority period, and enough that he is going to very soundly win the Republican nominee for president. And guys like Paul Ryan with a stick up their ass still, it's like, well, do you want to hold this bitter, like, you know, high school rivalry resentment type shit on long enough that it divides the party even further, that you force Donald Trump to do things like saying like, okay, well, fine, you're just never going to be the chairman of the RNC then, fucker. Sit on the sideline, bitch. All right? And you still got a lot of people, a lot of big names, like as much of a dolt as Sarah Palin is, she's a pretty big name in the Republican Party. And guys like Chris Christie as well, whether you think he's a fat ass who's running the state of New Jersey in the ground or not, he's a big name in the Republican Party. And these people have come out and backed Donald Trump because they know which side of the bread the butter's being put on. That's a cheap shot of the Chris Christie joke right there that I just gave you guys. But anyway, they know how to butter the bread. They see the party is going to have this guy headed into the election with him. And a lot of the Republican people are just saying, like, you vote Donald Trump and you're just handing the election to Hillary Clinton. And I'm like, since when is that such a foregone conclusion that that's going to happen? Because frankly, I don't see Bernie Sanders voters going to the polls and just outright supporting Hillary Clinton. Like that's a gimme that the Sanders votes are just going to automatically go to Hillary Clinton. I think a lot of the Sanders voters are just going to sit on their hands and stay home. Like, I think that in all seriousness, that enough of them will sit on their hands and stay home enough that they could swing the election to have who does vote for Trump end up being the majority. So this election, my God, this is just chaos on a platter. On top of two candidates that are just so unlikable. I love it. All right, my country's going to hell in a handbasket, but, what do I care? Right? Anyways, let's move along to... Let's talk about some... Actually, you know what? I'll save this since it's still dealing with politics. We'll save the third story here. All right, second story. Every now and then, I like looking at the comments that are left on my videos about AdBlock because I find AdBlock Ignorance one of the most fascinating things here, especially on the internet of all places. And I like going in back and forth discussions with people that are just ignorant about AdBlock, that want everyone to have AdBlock. The type of people that are so fanatical about AdBlock, like, oh, damn, I don't want ads on my internet. I see enough ads every single day driving down the road on sides of buildings and blah, blah, blah. It's ads everywhere. Like, I get that. There is ads everywhere. But one of the reasons why there is ads everywhere is that's what makes things work. Like, that's what makes the world that we enjoy work. At least more in the capitalistic end of things in a country like America. But I'm going back and forth with this one guy, and he's being so ignorant and stubborn. Like, he's more stubborn than I am. Like, I can't believe that. Could you imagine that? Oh, shit. That's a stubborn motherfucker. But anyway, this guy's going on and on about how ads are cancer. They should be gone from the internet. Ads shouldn't exist, blah, blah, blah. AdBlock is the cure for everything. Everyone should have AdBlock. And I'm just like, all right, I've now honed down my AdBlock argument to one simple thing. And you AdBlock defenders can do this as well out there, all right? I want you, everyone out there, to name one website that does not use advertisements or public funding to get them to keep going. Because I know a lot of people will be like, well, Wikipedia doesn't use advertisements, but they have reached out and got insurmountable amounts of public funding in order to just keep their operation going. Well, Amazon doesn't use ads. Amazon is a shopping website, all right? So shopping websites and sites like Wikipedia, all right, Amazon sustains itself by the products they sell and getting profit from it. Wikipedia exists because it gets friendly donations from people that are willing to give them money. But the point being is that websites that we go to and enjoy have to have some sort of way to make money to pay for server space, overhead costs, etc., etc. So, all you AdBlock defenders out there, if you want to use AdBlock, let me know of one single website that you enjoy that does not use advertisements or willing donations from public people to keep their site going. Let me know what that website is, and I'll be glad to go ahead and check it out and support it. All right. So, anyways, I just. And this guy's going back and forth, and like, he won't answer the question. Like, I keep asking to him time and time again, to the point that I'm just going like, answer the question, you fucking coward. Name one website that doesn't exist or remain existing without ads. Like, name one. It's just the way of the internet. And to deny advertisements is to push a site farther into non-existence. And so this guy counters that with, he said, well, I used YouTube as an example. I said, if YouTube did not have ads, YouTube would not exist in the state as it is today. All right, it would be way too expensive to operate, and it would just cease to exist. So the guy comes back and says, okay, well then I would just go to the next free website. It's not that big of a deal. It's just an endless cycle. You just go from free website to free website to free website. But that's the thing. Websites can only sustain free for so long. Once it gets big, it has to find something to sustain costs. That endless cycle shit is the dumbest argument. Anyways, I'm a defender. I'm a defender of ads on websites because I understand they need them to survive. And I like the fact that some place like YouTube is a free internet website. Anyways, I just the AdBlock defenders that are just like, everyone should have AdBlock, and if you use AdBlock, fine. I'm not gonna sit here and say, oh, you're a stupid son of a bitch, man. You deserve to burn in hell if you use AdBlock. Fine, use AdBlock. Just don't deny the fact that you're helping to hurt a website like YouTube or a website like anything. I know. And another thing this guy said, well, one of his arguments then, when I said, okay, well, if you use AdBlock, you're helping to hurt a website like YouTube. And he said, yeah, well, you remind me of the people that said, that shunned me because I used a PS1 that played bootleg PS1 games. It was a modded PS1. Like, first of all, one is a tangible product that is bought and purchased, and the other is simply a downloaded thing that NMA people can get for free. And then one involves the internet, one involves just the owning a product, like that. Anyways, yes, I get it, but still, to that end of things, if everyone bootlegged, the initial product would be bankrupt. So you still kind of do make my point. Alright, yeah, Sony isn't hurting because of your one bootleg PS1 that plays, ripped games. But if everyone else did, then yeah, Sony and the PlayStation 1 would have went bankrupt. Anyways. People that defend AdBlock, like, it's just, there's absolutely no wrong to it. Like, there's absolutely nothing wrong that could come to it. Like, just that ignorance. I'm like, what world do you live in? Do you understand capitalism? You may hate capitalism and be against all the advertisements, but don't deny that it's not what makes things go round here. Time we got? Oh, only 12 minutes. Damn. I'm cutting you guys short today because I'm ready to move on to the third story. Anyways, AdBlock Defenders. Oh boy, we've had some fun over the years, and we're going to continue to have fun in the many years to come. Third story here. Malia Obama is going to college, as you've heard, and Fox News just did a story about it. Just an announcement that Malia Obama is going to college. It wasn't a news report that was done in any negative way whatsoever. It was just stating the facts of the matter. It was what it was. There was nothing wrong with the article whatsoever. However, on Fox News, along with any other news website that I've seen, underneath the article, it allows users to the website, whatever, where they have an account, or I don't know if you have to, log in with your Facebook or whatever, Fox News. But anyways, you can leave a comment. Fox News had to pull their story announcing Malia Obama going to college because of the incessant, repetitive, vile, I don't even know what word you want to use for it here, but it was just outright disgusting, racism, slanderous comments that you would have ever seen. And this is now becoming the story from the story that just announcing Malia Obama, who has done nothing to no one other than be the president's daughter, has done nothing to no one, unlike the Bush daughter that got arrested. Oh, well, we're not even going to bring W's kids into this. But Malia Obama, who's done nothing wrong, other than being the wrong of being the child of Barack Obama, that some people want to see that as being a wrong, got vicious comments of racism, N-bombs dropped on her, people wishing she had cancer or some other color disease like AIDS, like just saying shit like that. And here's the thing. Here's the two things of the story. Number one, this is disgusting, and people are cowardly, and it's just more keyboard cowboys that are behind their keyboard, just typing out from their room, hating to hate, hating just because they can, hating because they can never be discovered. Like I get all that, but the thing that also is shocking about this is that, you know, whenever I see a story like this and like people are stunned that they saw such racism, such hatred, I'm like, where have you been? Like, this amount of hatred and racism and just vile cowardice has been on the internet since its existence. Like, this is not a new thing, and it's just like, you know, like, someone's probably going to mouth off, like, you know, she got called an N because she is an N in the comments of this video. Like, I mean, it's not nothing new. Not nothing new. That's good grammar, Archfiend. It's not anything new. And it always just makes me scratch my head. Like, people are just so appalled. But, I mean, the bigger story should be like, you know, internet racism strikes again, not, oh my God, shocking racism that people are calling Barack Obama's daughter an N-word. Like, that's been said at many places. This is nothing new. It's just the internet. It just shows you what a bastard the internet really is. I don't know. It just always stuns me that something like this is like, oh, it's shocking. I can't believe this was said about the president's daughter. Have people no class? People haven't had class on the internet since I said that it existed. Like, hello, this is nothing new. And it doesn't make it right or wrong. It doesn't make it any more right or wrong that it's new or not. I'm not trying to say like, oh, well, we should just accept it. It's been here for so long. I'm not trying to say that. But I always find it interesting that people are just so disgusted. Like, oh my God, I can't believe people would say that. Like, people have been saying it. It's like, you know, people should just be getting fed up that it just keeps existing. And I don't know, just create a better way to, you know, make the mousetrap here. And again, the biggest thing here is that a lot of these people on the internet are just cowards and would never say something like this in a public forum where their face was shown. I mean, as long as there's anonymity on the internet, you are going to get this racism, vile crap. And it is going to happen on more than one occasion, on more than one place. It is what it is. And people hate the president's daughters because they're the president's daughters. Not that they've done anything to warrant any sort of racism to that level. Not that anyone should warrant getting called the vile shit that she was being called. Anyways, I shake my head at a number of directions for this story. Oh boy, only 18 minutes here. Sports. All right, let's just throw in a sports story to end things here. Dwayne Wade is getting criticism because he has a sports OCD that a lot of athletes have, that they do stupid, like you see it in baseball. Like look at Nomar Garciaparra. Every time between a pitch, he has to do fix my wrist, fix my wrist, fix my wrist, fix my wrist. Oh my God, it's so fucking annoying. Anyways, Dwayne Wade of Miami Heat is getting criticism because a little girl was coming up to sing "Oh Canada" before the Raptors Heat game on Saturday. And Dwayne Wade has this thing where he won't stop taking practice shots until he makes his last shot. So if he shoots up a brick or misses a shot, he keeps shooting until the shot goes in. Well, this motherfucker, it keeps taking his shots. They keep clanking. They keep missing. And now the little girl's out singing "Oh Canada." And this motherfucker is still taking shots while the rest of his team is lined up to pay their respects to the Canadian national anthem. This motherfucker's in the background going, clank, clank, clank. He gets like 4 shots off before one goes in, while this little girl's a good 10 to 15 seconds into "Oh Canada." And the people in Canada are just like feel so highly disrespected that this asshole is taking shots while the goddamn country's national anthem is being sang. And I'm with you on this one, Canada. This guy's a son of a bitch. But I want him to advance, and I want him to beat LeBron. But that's a whole different story. I just... Is there anything else to give America a bad name? Thanks, Dwayne. Thanks a lot, douchebag. Anyways, I've never liked him since that whole LeBron, Dwayne Wade, Dirk Nowitzki incident where they started mocking him being sick, and then Dirk Nowitzki and the rest of the boys from Dallas cleaned his clock. Anyway, not punched him out, but just knocked them out of the finals. Anyway, oh boy. Phillies! Oh my God! Genmar Gomez picked up his 11th in Major League leading save for the Philadelphia Phillies, and this team, my God, they're good. And last but not least, if you did not see that home run that Bartolo Colon hit yesterday, first of all, Bartolo Colon, for those of you who don't follow sports, is a 42-year-old, rather obese pitcher for the New York Mets. Never hit a home run in his career. Yesterday, hits a home run, which you have to watch the slow motion version. Oh my gosh. It's like that scene in The Simpsons where they do the jigger test, the jiggle test. Jigger test, oh my gosh. That jiggle test with Homer Simpson. He's like, woo, look at that blubber fly, where the doctor pokes him and they wait to see when the fat stops blobbing around. Well, anyways, that's what Bartolo Colon looked like when he was swinging the bat in slow motion. You see the stuff. Oh my God. Anyways, it takes this guy over. This is the most he's ran in his entire career that I've seen. It takes him over 30 seconds to round the bases. I mean, I've never even seen this guy leg out a single rapidly, other than just a swift jog. Like right now, I'm walking faster than Bartolo Colon was rounding the bases, and I'm not really exaggerating by that much. It was beautiful. And on top of that, he becomes now the oldest player to hit his first home run, passing Randy Johnson, who was 40 years old, to now he's 42 years old, Bartolo Colon. Just look it up. It was just, it was a spectacle to see. Anyways, have a good day, a better tomorrow. Not one mention of football except the end here. Fuck the Dallas Cowboys and fuck Chip Kelly. See you guys next week. Bye.